Hello guys, welcome back to my channel JBR Online Classes. Like, share and subscribe my channel.
So hello everyone, now in this video I'm going to start exercise 10.3. Okay, exercise 10.3. For the previous one, please check the description box, the link will be there. So here the first problem, here sum number 1 1. Find the arithmetic mean, that means AP, between -3 and 1. So I hope you know the formula. Suppose here A, B, C are the three number in AP or arithmetic mean. So here A plus C is equal to 2B. Okay, twice of the middle one is equal to summation of the first one and the what? And the last one. So that means here B equal to, you can write down A plus C by 2. So here the first problem, find the arithmetic mean in between. Okay, that means you have to find out the second number. So here the number equal to, according to the formula, A plus C, that means -3 plus 1 by 2, that one equal to here -1. Okay, now number 2, insert two arithmetic means between -2 and 7. So here -2 and 7. So that one means here -2, then first one x, second one here y, and then here 7. Clear? Now, as here, if these four numbers, okay, I repeat, if these four numbers are in AP, so that means the difference between this number will be same. Clear? So here the last number is 7. You know the formula for L, that one equal to A plus N minus 1 into D. And here L equal to 7, A equal to here -2, N means here 4 minus 1, that means 3, and then D. So here you can easily find out the value of D, that is here first 7 plus 2, it's 9, 9 by 3, that one equal to 3. So as here D equal to 3, that means the second number x will be -2 plus 3, that one equal to 1, and y equal to here 1 plus 3, that one equal to here 4. It's very easy. Okay, now the third one. Insert three arithmetic mean. So here -5, x, y, z, that one equal, and 7. Three arithmetic mean. So here you can write down again the last term, that is 7 equal to A, that is -5 plus, it will be here, how many terms are there? 1, 2, 3, 5. So 5 minus 1 into D. So that one equal to here 12 equal to here 4D, and here D equal to 3. So as D equal to 3, x equal to -5 plus 3, that is here -2, y equal to here -2 plus 3, that one equal to 1, and z equal to here 1 plus 3, that one equal to 4. Okay, now the next one, sum number 2. If the fourth term of an AP is 4, that means here A4 equal to 4, what is the sum of its seventh terms? Okay, that means you have to find out S7. So A4 means here A plus 3D, and that one equal to here 4. Okay, A plus 3D, that one equal to here 4. So now here you have to find out S7. So formula of S7 equal to 7 by 2, then here 2A plus here 7 minus 1 into D. So here 7 by 2, and then here 2A, okay, 2A plus 6D. Now if you come on 2 here, so it will be here A plus 3D. And as here A plus 3D equal to 4, so write down here 7 into 4, and that one equal to 28. That is your answer. It's very easy. Okay. Now sum number 3. If the 10th and 11th term of an AP, so that means A10 equal to here 23 and A11 equal to 27, then write the sum of its first 20 terms. So S20. Okay, so as here A plus 9D, that one equal to 23, A plus 10D, that one equal to 27. So A cancel out, D equal to here 4. As here d equal to 4, so definitely a equal to 23 minus here what 9 into 4. Okay, so 23 minus it's 36, so here minus it's 3 and 1, so minus 13. Okay, here a equal to minus 13, that means the first term. So s20, s20 equal to here 20 by 2, then here 2 into a, that means minus 13, and then here 19 into d means here 4. Okay, so now here you can write down 10, here it's minus 26, then 19 into 4, you know that it's 76, 76 minus 26, that one equal to 50, so 10 into 50 it's 500. Okay, and 500 is your answer. Now next one, sum number 4-1. Insert 5 numbers between 8 and 26 such that the resulting sequence is an AP. It's a very easy problem. So here the first number is 8, and now first let D is the common difference. So here 8, then second one will be 8 plus D, third one will be 8 plus 2D, then 8 plus 3D, 8 plus here 4D, and 8 plus 5D, and next one the last number here 26. So as here 26, so definitely 8 plus 6D, that will be equal to 26. So here you can write down 6D equal to 26. Okay, 26 minus 8 it's 18, so that means here D equal to 3. So as here D equal to 3, so the second number will be 8 plus 3 11, then here 14, then here 17, then 20 and 23. These 5 numbers are your answer. Number 2, insert 10 arithmetic means between minus 5 and 17. Prove that their sum is 10 times the arithmetic mean between minus 5 and 17. Okay, so here the first number is minus 5 and the last number here 17. So that means here a equal to minus 5, and here L, the last, that is a plus n minus 1. Okay, n minus 1 into d, that one equal to here 17a minus 5. Now n minus 1, so you have to insert 10 terms in between of them. Okay, so the first term will be the first one, after that 10 terms. So here the 17, the value 17 will be the 12th term. Okay, so here you can write down 12 minus 1, that is 11, so 11 into d. So 17 plus 5 it's 22, then 11d, so here d equal to 2. So as here d equal to the common difference, so here the 10 numbers, that means 10 arithmetic means are here minus 5 plus 2 it's minus 3, then minus 1 1, then here 1 plus 2 it's 3, 5, 7, 9, 11, 13. Okay, and 15. So these are the 10 numbers. Clear? Now first here you have to find out the sum of these 10 numbers. So it's very easy to find out, and that will be here 5 plus 7. So it will be here 60. 5 plus 7 plus 9 plus 11 plus 13 and plus 15. That one equal to here 60. So now here you have to find out the arithmetic mean between minus 5 and the next one here 17. Okay, minus 5 and 17. So here the arithmetic mean, the formula is minus 5 plus 17 divided by 2, and that one equal to here it's 12 by 2, that one equal to 60. So here 6, sorry, it's 6 not 60. So here 6 into 10, that one equal to 60. So that means it's proved, because here you have to prove that their sum is 10 times. So sum here 60, it's 10 times the arithmetic mean between minus 5 and 17. Okay, clear? Now next one, sum number here 5. So here in sum number 5, if a is the arithmetic mean between small a and b, so small a here capital A and b, so here the condition is capital A equal to a plus b by 2. Then prove that here the first one, a minus a whole square plus a minus b whole square, that one equal to here half a minus b whole square. You have to prove that one. Okay, so as here a, so just put down the value of a first here. So here the value of a is a plus b by 2 minus a then whole square. Here also a plus b by 2 minus b then whole square. So here a plus b minus 2a by 2 whole square, and here a plus b minus 2b by 2 whole square. So that one equal to here b minus a by 2 whole square, and here a minus b by 2 whole square. Clear? So b minus a by 2 whole square, next one here a minus b by 2 whole square. Okay, so now here you can write down as, you can write down a minus b whole square by 4. This one will be also a minus b whole square by 4. So if 1 by 4 common, so it becomes here 2 into a minus b whole square. Okay, then here it's 1 by 2, so 1 by 2 a minus b whole square. Clear? Okay, now next one, part 2, sum number 5 2. So here in sum number 5 2, you have to show that here 4 into a minus capital A and capital A minus b, that one equal to here a minus b whole square. Okay, so this one is as same as the previous one. You have to just put down the value of capital A here, and then you can easily prove it down that it's a minus b whole square. I hope you can solve it. Okay, now next sum number 6. Arithmetic mean are inserted between 7 and 71 in such a way that the fifth arithmetic mean is 27. Find the number of arithmetic means inserted. Okay, so here in number 6, let a1, a2, a3 in this way up to an are the arithmetic mean inserted between 7 and 71. I repeat, a1, a2, a3 in this way up to an are the arithmetic mean. Okay, so that means first number 7, second number a1, after that a2, then here a3 dot dot dot, then here an, and then 71. Okay, are the ap. So here a, that means first term equal to 7, and an, the last one equal to here 71, and here n equal to definitely n plus 2 because 7 and 71 will be there, so n plus 2 terms total. So here a n equal to a plus, in the place of n you can write down n plus 2 minus 1 into d. Okay, so as here 71 equal to 7 plus here n plus 1 into d. Okay, so now 71 minus 7, that one equal to here 64 by n plus 1, that one equal to d. Okay, so that is the value of d. Now the next thing here, it's also given the fifth am is 27. So fifth am, that means including the first term it will be the a6. Okay, so that means here a plus here 5d, so a6 a plus 5d, that one equal to here 27. So a here 7, so 7 plus 5d, that one equal to 27. So that means here 5d equal to 20. So here d equal to 4. Now if d equal to 4, just put down the value here. So 64 by n plus 1, that one equal to 4. So 4 ones are 4, 4 6. So here n equal to 15. Okay, n equal to 15, that is your answer. Now next sum number 7. In sum number 7, there are n arithmetic means between 3 and 17. The ratio of the first mean to the last mean is 1:3. Okay, n arithmetic mean. So here a equal to 3, the first one, and here the last one, an, that one equal to here 17. So here, and again here n equal to n plus 2, and the terms are a1, a2, a3 up to an. Okay, as same as the previous one. So I hope you know that here an equal to a plus n minus 1 into d, as same as the previous one. So 17 minus 3, that one equal to here n minus 1 into d. Okay, sorry, it's n plus 1, not the n minus 1, n plus 1 into d. So that one equal to here 14. So 14 by n plus 1, that one equal to d. Clear? Now here, according to the problem, here the ratio between the first and the last, so that means here a1 and an, that one equal to here 1 by 3. So a1 means you know that a plus d, and an, that means here a plus n plus 1 minus 1 into d, that one equal to here 1 by 3. So 1 cancel out. So here 3a plus 3d, that one equal to here a plus nd. So 3a minus a, that one equal to 2a. So 2a plus 3d, that one equal to here nd. Okay, 2a plus 3d, that one equal to here nd. So here 2a, so that means 2 into 3, so 6, and here if d common, it's n minus 3. So that imply you can write down d equal to 6 by n minus 3. So as here d equal to 6 by n minus 3, here 14 by n plus 1. So you can write down 14 by n plus 1 equal to 6 by n minus 3. 2 sevens are 2 threes are. Now cross multiply, 7n minus 21, 3n plus 3. So that one equal to 4n, it's 24. So here n equal to 6 as your answer. Now the last one, sum number 8. So guys, if you like my video, please share this video and please subscribe my channel. So here in sum number 8, find n so that, okay, find n so that, here write down a to the power n plus b to the power n divided by a to the power n minus 1 plus b to the power n minus 1 may be the arithmetic mean in between a and b. So as here the arithmetic mean between a and b, that one will be, you know the formula, it's a plus b by 2. So according to the problem, that one equal to, you can write down a plus b by 2. Okay, a plus b by 2. So here again cross multiply. So 2 into a to the power n plus 2 into b to the power n. Here a plus b multiply with a to the power n minus 1 plus b to the power n minus 1. So here you can write down 2 a to the power n, 2 b to the power n. If you multiply a with that one, it will be only n, and here a n minus a to the power n, it's b. The next one here a into b to the power n minus 1, and the next one here only b to the power n. Okay, only b to the power n. So 2 a to the power n minus a to the power n, it will be a to the power n. 2 b to the power n minus b to the power n, it's b to the power n, and that one equal to here 8 to the power n minus 1 into b, and here it's a into b to the power n minus 1. Clear? Okay. Now next thing here, you can write down a to the power n minus a to the power n minus 1 into b plus b to the power n minus here a into b to the power n minus 1, that one equal to 0. So now here if you common a to the power n minus 1, it will be here a minus b, and here if you common b to the power n minus 1, it will be here b minus a. Okay, so that one equal to here 0. So next thing here, a to the power n minus 1 a minus b. If you common minus here, so it will be here b to the power n minus 1, and then here a minus b, that one equal to 0. So that imply you can write down a minus b into a to the power n minus 1 minus b to the power n minus 1, that one equal to 0. So that imply you can write down a to the power n minus 1 is equal to b to the power n minus 1. Okay, that means here a by b whole to the power n minus 1, that one equal to here, it's sorry, it's 1. So 1 means you can write down a by b whole to the power 0. So that imply here you write down n minus 1 equal to 0 and n equal to 1 as your answer.